when you read about it from the perspective of Cyberscoop, the Silicon Valley tech crunch types, there are different papers and e-zines they share with one another, like Substacks and whatever. They pretty much are in the same boat because they're all working together. So for those of you that continue to lie to the American public, oh, we don't spy on our own people. It's an industry, and it's required because networks, kind of like the air molecules with the jet stream, and you said, well, we're going to turn off geoengineering in the state of Tennessee. That's retarded. You don't have the ability to monitor, well, you do have the ability to monitor it, but to stop the river from flowing right there between West Virginia and Tennessee and go up, now you're going into Tennessee, change out all this particulate. It's what you're working on, but you won't admit it. And then with the geoengineering side for the Golden Dome, etc., same issues with our trillion sensor technology. Now, hang on. So these companies that have been giving our data wide open the whole time, telecommunications, that's because it's built that way since ARPANET. The internet is owned, run, birthed by the governments of the world. And the hacking community, with what they've recently done with the blockchain, we're a cypherpunk, is so dangerous, but you guys don't seem to care. Now, wait a minute. Hang on before everybody... Hackers don't go out there and share. They're not exactly talkative. They're trained not to be. Kind of like what we ran into with Space Chuck. When initially, with his radome, we're like, the car ban, speeding tickets, health monitoring, public events, public buildings. No, come on down to the base. I'll show you. And then somebody else went and chased down a couple people, went and got the updates to Buckley in 2015 and 16 by the proper squads, and the Ka band again, and the Ka band versus the Ku band, and getting to the X band right now with the Department of Transportation, with vehicle to everything. They use all the bands. But anyways, the point is that you guys in business and industry, you have to work together. Pentagon convergence, 5 years. They don't understand that. And I know you know that, so you exploit it because you guys are just going to work. Well, when we talk on our channel about the surveillance under the skin, that is commercial. And I now am trying to explain to people, showing them you sitting there discussing a bill that you had 10 years ago where you can just purchase the data. It's national security handed over. Well, now, wait a minute. Everybody believes that we don't spy on our own people. Everybody believes there is no W-ban, M-ban. They think that George Washington Hospital was LARPing. That's bullshit. You all know what you are doing in order to share the data to keep not only the system safe, but people, and not just employees. Brain-computer interface wetware hacking for our military. That's been a problem for 8 or 9 years. That is an open discussion.